Dear students, today we are going to discuss about one of very important topics of electricity, and this topic is relationship between the current flowing in a metallic conductor and the potential difference across its two ends. Now this relation between the current flowing through a metallic conductor and the potential difference between the two ends of the conductor was discovered by a German scientist, and the name of German scientist was George Simon Ohm, and it was discovered in 1826, and therefore this is known as Ohm's law, right? So German scientist George Simon Ohm in 1826 discovered a relationship between the current, right, the current, what is current? Continuous flow of electric charges, or mathematically I equals to Q upon T, that is the rate of flow of electric charge through a metallic conductor, and the relation between the current flowing and the potential difference between the two ends of the conductor. That means if we increase potential difference, what will happen to the amount of current flowing through the conductor? If we decrease the potential difference, what will happen to the amount of current flowing through the conductor? So this was the discovery. Now what the law is? So he stated, George Simon Ohm stated that if the physical conditions like temperature, pressure, length of the conductor and the area of cross section of the conductor, they are all kept unchanged, then the strength, that means the magnitude, the amount of current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional. Directly proportional means if we increase one of the constant, the other variant will also, if we increase one variant, the other variant will also increase. That means the direct proportional. So if that means the current flowing through the metallic conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across its ends. That means if we increase the potential difference, the current will proportionally increase, and if there is a decrease in the potential difference across the two ends of the conductor, there will be a proportional decrease in the amount of current flowing through the metallic conductor. When the physical conditions like temperature, pressure, length of the conductor and the cross section of the conductor are kept unchanged, because these are some of the conditions which basically have some impact on the amount of current flowing through the conductor, right? So how we can mathematically represent this law? We can mathematically represent this law, right? So let us see how we can mathematically represent this law. This law can be easily represented mathematically, and we can calculate the amount of current through the potential difference. If we know the potential difference, it says the amount of current as you know is represented by capital I. The amount of current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across the two ends of the conductor. So if I is proportional to V, we can also write as V is directly proportional to I, and when we remove the sign of proportionality, there is always a constant which is known as the constant of proportionality. This constant of proportionality in this case is R. This R is a constant of proportionality. Constant of proportionality, which is also known as the resistance. It is also known as the resistance of the circuit or the conductor, right? So R is known as the resistance. So if we want to find out R, V equals to that means R equals to V by I, right? So when V, that means the potential difference is 1 volt. If the potential difference is 1 volt and if the current flowing through the conductor is 1 ampere, then the resistance of that conductor or the circuit is known as 1 ohm. Now what is ohm? Ohm is the SI unit of resistance. Ohm को दो तरीके से लिख सकते हैं, है ना, इस तरीके से हम लिख सकते हैं OHM, या इसका सिंबल है इस तरीके से ओमेगा. सो व्हाट इज ओम? ओम इज द SI यूनिट. इट इज द SI यूनिट of resistance. SI unit of resistance, right? So now we know that if we increase the potential difference, the current will also proportionally increase. But when the physical conditions like temperature, pressure, length of the conductor and the area of the conductor are kept unchanged. Now this law is known as Ohm's law. So it has three component. It has three component. V equals to IR. So it has three component: potential difference, the current and the resistance, right? Now if we know any two, हमारे को इसमें से कोई भी दो पता है तो हम तीसरे को easily find out कर सकते हैं. Now what do you mean by resistance? We are going to discuss in the next. Students, now we know that what is resistance, right? Now the SI unit of resistance is known as ohms. Now how would we define 1 ohm of resistance? So 1 ohm's definition is 1 ohm of resistance is the resistance of a conductor when 1 ampere of current flows through a potential difference of 1 volt, or mathematically we can say 1 ohm is the resistance of the conductor when 1 volt is the potential difference, and in 1 volt of potential difference 1 ampere of current flows through the conductor, right? So if the question comes how we can define 1 ohm of resistance, then you can write 1 ohm is the resistance of a conductor when 1 ampere of current flows through a potential difference of 1 volt, or mathematically 1 ohm equals to 1 volt upon 1 ampere. Now what is ohm? Ohm is the SI unit of resistance, right? Now I talked of the numericals. So numericals based on Ohm's law. So let us attempt two numericals. The first numerical is if 2 ampere of current, the value of current is given. So what are the givens? So given we have the value of current, that is if 2 ampere of current, so the value of current is 2 ampere, I equals to 2A. If 2 ampere of current flows through a conductor connected to a 5 volt battery, so we have I and we have V also, potential difference 5 volts, right? 5 volt battery, find the resistance of the conductor. We have to find resistance. So according to Ohm's law we know that V equals to IR, or for finding resistance R equals to V by I. So putting the values, what is the value of V? Potential difference, it is 5 volts, right? The amount of current, it is 2 ampere. So we know 5 divided by 2, resistance will be equal to 2.5, and what is the SI unit? Ohms. So the resistance of the conductor comes to 2.5 ohms. So very easy, just application of formula. Now here the second numerical, find the resistance. We have to find, once again we have to find resistance of the conductor of a conducting wire in which a potential difference of 2 volt. So what are given? Potential difference V, 2 volts, 2 volts of potential difference. In 2 volts of potential difference, how much current is flowing? We have 0.5. So the value of current is 0.5 ampere. Okay. Now we have to find the resistance of the conductor. So R equals to V by I. We know, putting the values V value, the potential difference is 2 volts and current is 0.5, right? So 0.5. So when we remove the decimal, what comes here? A 0 will come here, right? So 0 will come here. So 20 divided by 5 will be 4, right? 4 ohms. So it is 4 ohms. So 4 ohm is the resistance of the conductor. So you now see that by only putting the values of the potential difference and the current, we have easily found the resistance of the conductor. So these are some simple numericals based on Ohm's law. Now In the next presentation, we are going to discuss about the definition of resistance and the verification of Ohm's law. Verification of Ohm's law, once again, there is an experimental verification of Ohm's law by setting up a circuit, electronic circuit, and we are going to discuss about that circuit and how we can verify that Ohm's law is true. Thank you.